Just a little less than 3 minutes to go before the start of Unlimited Hydroplane Heat 2A, sponsored for the Tri-City Water Follies by KNDU. Mark Allen along with Chip Hanauer, and here are the boats lining up for Heat 2A. The U3 piston-powered Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware Jimmy King, the driver.
The U11 Mr. Julio presents J&D STEM Acceleration with Tom Thompson, who put on a driving exhibition in the last heat, but didn't have enough boat to finish in front.
Well, he's working against the U12 Graham Trucking and J. Michael Kelly, and we have one boat that's not going to be out there.
Yeah, Dustin Eccles trying to get qualified as a driver, spun, delayed the heat, wasn't allowed to come back out, so had a rough weekend so far, but hopefully we'll see him later.
Hopefully we'll see him tomorrow. Everybody pretty much spread out all over the race course as we get down toward the start of this heat. 2 minutes to go, roughly, before the start of the heat. Jimmy King and the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. They had not a really good weekend last year here. They broke a bunch of motors, and it looks like they have got the motors in good shape, and Jimmy has been running really well.
You know, I'd like the viewers at home to kind of judge two things as they watch this heat. Watch for driver performance and for boat performance. And the way you judge a driver performance is he on the inside? Is he in lane 1 or 2? And did he break the clock on time with a lot of boat speed? If he does that and he gets beat from the outside, well, there's not much more he can do.
So Tom Thompson coming down the front straightaway, along with our other two competitors, Jimmy King and J. Michael Kelly. They'll head down toward the Blue Bridge. This will be the last time around before they come to the Corwin Ford of Tri-Cities start line. 1 minute and 11 seconds. They got a little time to kill here, Chip.
The Blue Bridge, has it ever been any other color, or has the Blue Bridge always been the Blue Bridge?
I think it always has been the Blue Bridge. As long as I can remember, Tom Thompson has got the inside lane as you watch him come up the backstretch.
Once again.
J. Michael Kelly in lane 2. It looks like it'll be Jimmy King in lane number 3 now. As they slow down, it looks like Thompson may have moved over to lane 2. Maybe Kelly moved in front of him. He had the overlap.
Yeah, I think
can't quite tell from our angle.
Exactly. I think what J. Michael Kelly saw in that first heat, if Tom Thompson gets on the inside, he may not be able to beat him. So I think he took note and said, I'm going to do what I can to get inside of him. And we'll know as soon as they come around the corner. But you're right, Mark. I think J. Michael Kelly in the Graham Trucking went to lane 1.
And it'll be Jimmy King in the piston-powered Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware, and Michael Kelly just comes right around that buoy, on the buoy line. So
but he's early.
Yes, he is. And here are the other guys coming up with a head of speed. Still 5 seconds to go. We'll see if they are a little early. No, Jimmy King just nails that. Just nailed the start as they head down to the Blue Bridge turn. And it is a good start officially.
So Jimmy King got part of it right. He was the first guy across the line with the most boat speed, but he's in lane 3, so he's got 2 guys inside of him. Let's see if he can win from out there. It's tough. Oh, they're lined up, Mark.
Yes, they are lined up. Absolutely. 3 abreast coming up the backstretch. You've got J. Michael Kelly on the inside, Tommy Thompson on the middle, and it's Mr. Jimmy King and Piston Power on the outside, and this is going to be a barn burner.
This is going to be a good boat race. I think what we got is J. Michael Kelly in the Graham Trucking. You see there with maybe the faster boat in the inside lane, but he's been given everything he can handle by the piston boat in lane 3 and Tom Thompson in lane 2.
So here they come around the turn. They'll come toward us, and our camera that shoots all the way from the Blue Bridge all the way up, and you can see J. Michael Kelly first around the turn. Then it's Tom Thompson, but you can see the 3 of them very, very close. End of lap 1 at the Corwin Ford of Tri-Cities start-finish line. It's J. Michael Kelly by about 7 boat lengths, and then it's Tom Thompson, but right on his heels on the outside is Jimmy King in the piston-powered U3.
And I think what that shot shows you right there is the difference in lanes. I think all 3 of those boats are basically equally fast, but they're lined up because J. Michael Kelly in the boat, Tom Thompson, he's got the shorter distance.
Halfway up the backstretch, it's J. Michael Kelly is your leader in the Graham Trucking. New number for him, the U12. But coming up the backstretch, hot in pursuit is Tom Thompson, and hidden in the rooster tail behind him, and not very far, is Jimmy King in the U3 piston-powered boat out of Evansville, Indiana.
You know what I'm seeing, Mark, is Tom Thompson is making a statement here. He's really not been up in the front battling for wins, but even though he hasn't won the first 2 heats, he's shown that he's got the equipment and the driving skill to do it if he can bring it all together.
J. Michael Kelly walks the sponsons the end of lap number 2. Tom Thompson behind him about a rooster tail, and just about a rooster tail behind in third place is Jimmy King as they come down to the Blue Bridge turn on lap number 3.
And don't forget that Jimmy King boat is a piston power boat. That's the same boat that's in the vintage boat, that the same engine in the vintage boat that I drive, but with turbochargers on it. So to see a piston boat being as fast as these turbine boats, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, they've worked a lot to make the aerodynamics and the hydrodynamics of that boat mimic what the turbine boats have as well. Pretty well strung out now, but J. Michael Kelly, your leader, and Tom Thompson in second place. Kelly knows that Thompson is going to be right there if something happens and it's not good. So he's got to keep his foot down, keep right down the buoy line as he comes through that turn. You see the big yellow exit buoy. And J. Michael Kelly now at the end of lap number 3 gets the white flag here at the Corwin Ford of Tri-Cities finish line. And he is now legged it out. He's got about a 3 rooster tail lead over Tom Thompson. At this point, again, on a Saturday, Chip, you don't want to use up everything you have. Get the points, get into the final.
No, but if I'm Andrew Tate, or if I'm J. Michael Kelly, or if I'm Jimmy in the Home Street Bank, I'm not going to let Tom Thompson inside of me. I think he's shown that if he gets a break, he could win this thing.
That would be a real big mistake to let him get inside of everybody, especially because some of those boats have, if they get up farther outside, they're going to have a problem.
Yeah, you know what? This is shaping up for a great final. Right now, there's not a lot of boats in the pits compared to years past, but we've got some really, really competitive boats with unbelievably talented drivers in them.
Off the turn, it is J. Michael Kelly on lap number 4. The checkered flag is flying from the judges' stand. And Corwin Ford of Tri-Cities finish line crossed right there by J. Michael Kelly in the U12. Graham Trucking coming up behind him will be Tom Thompson in the J&Ds, the U11. And not that far behind him, in third place will be Mr. Jimmy King, who gets the boat up in the air just as he crossed that Corwin Ford of Tri-Cities start-finish line. So we've got a J. Michael Kelly, a Tom Thompson, and a Jimmy King 3-boat heat here in Heat 2A, sponsored by Co-Energy for the Tri-City Water Follies. Unofficially, J. Michael Kelly finished first, second place to Tom Thompson, and third place to Jimmy King. Everybody ran strong.
Everybody ran strong, which tells me Sunday at around 4 o'clock is going to be quite a boat race.
And that's how they finished in Co-Energy Heat 2A.